Here you guys can see I got Ray Zombie level 1. So the same skill as you already have equipped is possible to drop again. I'm not sure I can equip 2 Ray Zombies. Well, I can. Maybe. Let's just see what happens. And yeah, I can but the skill doesn't add up though. So having you would not get an extra skeleton even though you have 2 of those skills. That would be kinda imbalanced, I think. But I'm just continuing to work my way through this area and letting my zombies do a lot of the work. I have here some skeletons in cages, and it doesn't look good for us. So shall we enter the prison, the lower prison, where the warden sleeps, or maybe he's not sleeping, but he's somewhere there around. So the prison is looking like this. All the cells have been broken, or most of them, and no prisoners seem to be around. So let's look at what mobs we are facing in this, and even the barricades to the sewers or whatever it is has been broken as well. So this prison is pretty much just in shambles, just everything broken. So let's see what opponents we get here. No opponents as of yet, but we will see soon or sooner or later we will see some enemies. And I'm sorry guys if I sound a bit like my voice is giving out. It is because it is giving out on me. I'm a bit sick, but nothing that will interrupt much, at least. I'm enjoying this game so much that I wanted to test another class out and make key points available to you guys, so you can see the main. I'm stuck. You can see the main points of the Templar. It seems to me as at the moment that the Templar is like a hybrid of a witch and a marauder, and I don't especially like it because it feels like he's weaker than the witch in terms of spells, and he's, oh my god, a lot of, I'm gonna get surrounded now. I think the zombies will be able to save me. This is going to be a little bit scary because I'm running out of potions as well. I'm not killing enough people. Let's see what happens. Let's get some more zombies to the area to save me and tank a little bit of this damage. It seems this freezing pulse doesn't do a lot of damage, but it has AoE, so that probably makes up for it. We have here an identified chest plate. A little more armor cannot hurt, but I already found a yellow, but it requires some more dexterity, which I will probably get eventually. I have here, I actually have 22 at dexterity, so I'm not sure what's happening with that. My zombie's dead, so let's raise 2 of them again. You can dodge a lot of the arrows and projectiles that the enemies throw at you, so you need to keep moving because it can hurt if you're getting hit a lot. We have here armor 69 and some rope arm guard with some stuff on it. I don't like it, so I'm not gonna pick it up. And it seems that the prison is just overrunning with prisoners that have been killed and changed into like some starving souls, as we see here, and some doomed captives, and they are indeed doomed. It's a funny animation when the zombies attack. It's like a lazy punch or something like that. See, look at when they punch. It's like they use all their bodies to punch, but they weren't doing anything. They were only like running around in circles. So let's see if they do anything here. Yeah, you can see their hit. It's like it's quite hilarious. We have here Woodful Staff. 2 red slots, a lot more damage than this one does. So we're gonna keep it around, see if we can find another slot for this blue. We actually can here, but I'm gonna wait a little bit because we will most likely get another skill at some point in time. So it's gonna wait in my inventory. So yeah. So guys, I'm considering using this driftwood staff here. It does actually does not do that much damage. This one is doing quite a lot more damage, but because of the increased quantity of items found and the plus mana I gain when I gain a killing blow. So I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be equipping this blue one into my hat gear here. I'm going to keep this still around in case I need it, because I don't want to like run out of blue slots to use, because I'm going to go a bit heavily into the magical areas of this guy. I have 3 passive skill points, and I'm going to use them, and I'm going to go down the cold road. 6% increased cold damage, 5% increased cold damage on weapons. I'm not going to use that though. 10% increased shield duration on enemies, yes, that seems fairly reasonable. 10% increased freeze duration on enemies, that seems quite good as well. So I have no more points to use. And my last waypoint is, where is it? At the lower prison, indeed. So I'm not sure if this is a bug or not, but I can summon 4 zombies at a time right about now. But the skill has not leveled up. It says still I can raise up to 2 zombies at a time. So I'm not sure what happened here. I have raise zombie level 4, but maybe the skill has yet to update or something. Because I can use, as you can clearly see, 4 zombies. And even if I try to raise another one, and I can try here, or yep, then just one of these dies, so I can actually have 4 zombies. So some kind of a glitch here, but it's to be expected in a beta version of in a closed beta version of a game. Still still in progress. Yeah, you have. I have. This is what is this? Is this Is it a shield or a headband? It's a shield, it seems. So quite useless for me to use. So let's I can use this one. Yep, I'm going to exchange get a tiger carapace as my armor. Look a bit fancier with it. And here we have the entrance to the prison. I think the prison ward is at the upper prison, so we need to go through the prison, and then we need to go through the upper prison to find him. And here it says your stairs can be used to move items between your characters, which we already knew, of course. And this area introduces no new characters or enemies. This has still mainly just skeletons, and I'm wrong. I think we encountered for the first time a mages, a skeleton mage or something like that. So that's always a pretty neat thing to have, and they can hit pretty damn hard if you let them. Like 3, and I got a level. I'm level 9 at the moment. So and here I can only summon 2. I don't know what was happening in the other at the lower level, because it seems like one dies when I summon. Some kind of a glitch there. A pretty funny glitch indeed. And I'm just sticking here to the corner, letting the zombies tank a little bit for me. So I don't, because it seems like a lot of people there. But people, I mean undead people, of course. So let's race, let's go inside here. Race zombie. And behind me it seems to be, I'm gonna run here inside. and take a risk. It doesn't seem much of a risk though. Killing people, killing the zombies and the archers pretty easily. Running out of mana. New zombie. And we have some lot of stuff here. Jade loop adds some fire damage, quite useless for a Templar that here I was trying to hit my zombie. I sometimes don't realize that they are actually my own slaves working for me, and I pay them minimum wages, which is nothing. And here we can see in action which I wanted to see, the fire skeleton here and the fireball here. So, and it seems to me that we have a special mob here around minor man flask. It's decent, so I'm gonna pick it up and exchange it for this one, minor mana flask, and take this one out and put this one in here. So I'm soon going to show you the mob here. This is not the Brutus, the boss. This is some other yellow boss. I just saw it on the corner of my eyes. It was yellow here. You can see it where I'm pointing. So let's see what it is. Actually, it's a Swift slash the Destroyer. Let's see how much he can actually destroy. I'm freezing the crap out of him so he can't destroy anything. And some copper boots that he dropped, some useless stuff indeed. Go to some of my skeletons. This corridor here isn't invoking any. I feel like I'm trapped in some tunnels, so. Just want to find the upper prison and show you guys the boss there. So here we have the upper prison. I actually encountered some very difficult fights here in the prison that I was maybe getting too eager to like kill the prison warden, Brutus, I think he was called, and now we are at his domain here. What I'm wondering if I'm hoping I can summon the zombies. I need the zombies, but there's no corpses around, so I'm not sure where it might be. Ah, there he is. There Brutus is. But I need corpses to be able to deal with this guy. This guy hits like insanely hard. So let's try to find some corpses around. This is quite annoying that there are no corpses. And he has some AoE damage. I can chill the crap out of him though. He has some skill to deal with that though. But that skill is not doing much damage though. So I can probably just kite him around doing this. I wish I had my zombies here and I could tank him and just easily deal with this guy, but he's not going to let me do that. I would love to freeze him once, but maybe that's not a possibility. Ah, there he hit me, and you can see he took like one. I actually didn't take that much, but yeah. The blood stains on the floor indicates that he's somewhere around. I killed him there, and I get some headgear that might be useful. Nah, this is shield, right? Fire gems and some such silliness. We're not going to be using that, and let's just explore his domain here a little bit, since we just finished him up. And can't go there. There's a chest somewhere around here, but look at all these bloodstains on the floor. He was not a pretty nice warden, it seems. He was just killing everything he saw. And here we are on no chest as we speak. There's plenty of corpses. and plenty of chests. And this room here, as this is a pretty large area though. He probably broke the table in this room in some anger. And here we have one chest and Skull of Wisdom, iron wrappings. That seems to be a good idea to use. Glass shard, that's a dagger weapon. So if I wanted to equip like a shield and a dagger, that might be not that bad of an idea actually. So it has like two blue slots here and the dagger. This actually feels a little bit more appropriate, I think, because I need to be able to take some damage. And let's test this out. Let's completely look at everything here. And yeah, this is about it. We have here the prisoner's gate, and let's just go there. Hold shift and click a stack of items to unstack them. Might be useful in a trading situation. You have like a lot of portal scrolls or wisdom scrolls that you would want to trade, and then it would be beneficial to make a couple of stacks of them, not one big pile. And here we have Vanessa. She wants to talk to us. Death comes to us all, and for some it is welcomed with open arms. Have you acted out of avarice or mercy? I choose to believe the latter. So this Nessa character, she always believes the good in people, and she thinks that I acted out in mercy. Tarkley, the fighter of the town. Well, aren't you the living legend? Be sure to tell your followers that it was Tarkley that taught you how to hit and run. Credit where credit's due. And since you're so bloody determined to cheat the breaches of death, you better have this. It might save me the job of digging your grave for a little while yet. So he has not much confidence that I will survive for much longer. But here we have green gems that are completely useless. In the co-op video we show some of the green items, green gems. I mean, I'm playing a ranger there, and we have a fireball. I'm not going to use that because I'm not going down that road. And feeble curse, it's a curse. And we have freezing pulse. Isn't that what we're using? We're using freezing pulse. And spark, this is a lightning damage. And Ray Zombie, we have that. Shock Nova, that's lightning damage as well. So that's not something we want to consider. It seems to be a good idea though, because it does some heavy damage. But let's look at the melee options here. We have punishment. We have shield charge. That might be something useful because we're using a shield. 200% increased stun duration on enemies at maximum charge distance, 130% increased knockback, and 51% increased damage, 70% increased movement speed. And then we have sweep. I'm a little bit disappointed that there's no other cult spell to pick on here. But elemental weakness, that might be something to consider. Curses all targets in an area, making them less resistant to elemental damage and more vulnerable to elemental status effects. Cursed enemies have 10% chance to be frozen by cold damage. That sounds neat, but... And there's some curses here. Maybe we should pick a curse. This curse as well. Cursed enemies less likely to hit. That might be good on some bosses or something like that. I'm not sure what to pick, to be honest. Sweep. Shield charts. I think we're going with the shield charts. Let's just try that out, since we're opting for a shield. And I have here a slot for it. And it's a Q skill. Anything we want to store? No, nothing. Just gonna weapon class dagger with 2 blue slots. That's actually pretty good. This is also a dagger, but only with 1 blue slot. So we're equipping a butcher knife. This Templar is pretty hardcore, I have to say. And just deleting here what we don't want to keep. So here we see what the orb of transformation does. It rerolls the magical the magical what's the name of it? I'm not sure. The magical, like, what it does. It does like now it does +1 to level to cold gems socketed into this item, so that looks pretty good. Previous it was like increased magical, something like that, and +1 level of cold gems, and it has 2 blue slots. So I'm going to use both my blue slots into this one because I'm gaining plus level. So that's quite neat. And just so you guys can see it, how it works, I want to... Is there anything here of useful to us? Oh, I can't see anything. So just to show you guys the new area here and the new skill we got. I'm actually, in retrospect, we got this skill from a drop in like the terraces or something like that, and I picked it this time, so I have 2 of those. So pretty dumb of me to do. I didn't realize I had it, or I completely forgot. And here's the shield charge in action. It works like this. He probably just does like this. So it's pretty neat animation here. But let's kill them with our frost nova here. Raise some zombies to tank for us because we don't want to die. We're in hardcore mode, and that would be quite the shame. And as you can see, this is quite open area here. This is a quite big area to use, and I can still only raise 2 zombies. Yes, and this has they're not named Helions now. They're named the Road Stalker, but they are pretty similar in action. And we have this spitting things here, quite annoying, do quite a bit of damage as well, in numbers that is. And we have the bearded devils that were named the Goatmen in previous areas. And I think my zombies just died. I need to recreate a couple of them. And nothing of value here. It's another rare mob. I'm not sure what to call the mobs that have rare names or special names and a bit more HP than the regular ones. So there's like 3 types of monsters, that the purple colored ones and then the yellow ones that I call bosses, because bosses have the exact same aura, it seems. So this area is just quite open and a lot of mobs to deal with. And here we have a special mob as well. I'm going to show you that. It's a pretty awesome special mob, I have to say. Burning Helion, it seems. My zombies are just tanking pretty nice, and let's use the shield charts. Let's see what happens. Yep, pretty nice. Shield charts got a level as well. And an unidentified. And 8 to fire resistance, that's pretty neat as well. And he's just burning here. So here we have the next area of the game, the ship graveyard. I really enjoy this area, I have to say. Drop an item in the chat box to link it to the other players. This is something I saw first in World of Warcraft, but maybe probably somebody else implemented this feature way before World of Warcraft, but I'm not sure. This area is quite difficult, at least when I played my duelist, but when me and Dan were playing in co-op in this area, we pretty much just decimated everything here, and I think it's because the witch is quite overpowered, and so is the ranger. Maybe the Templar as well, because he can dish out some magic. And we have here some new enemies that come from the ground, and we have of course the pirates and the ghosts that will appear at some point in time, I imagine. And we have these guys here, and the Marvel's Chosen. This is quite annoying, these guys here. So if I would, let's for example drop out or something like that, then I would probably die. So let's hope that does not happen. But I'm looking for the waypoint as we speak. It should be not so far away. It's like a blue spot on the minimap or on the map. And here we have the ghosts, the spectral corsair. Not sure how to pronounce that. I would like to see just like a pirate ghost or something like that. That would be pretty neat. But and here we have Marvel's Chosen, and we are at some water. And here we have a special Marvel. I actually haven't encountered this one before. This actually isn't a Marvel. This is a Stormheart the Destroyer, and accompanied with a couple of Marvels. So this, if my duelist would have tried to fought this, I think he would have died, or at least close to it. We have some brass knuckles, claw weapons, and wood focus. That's a hat item. Let's see what it does. It does some plus life and energy shield. It's not good enough, so we will throw it out. And this one as well. Not this one though. It's some sort of a wand for a witch. 7% attack speed, the most useless attribute you want to have on a magical item of that kind. A wand, because you're not doing a lot of auto attacking with it. You're mainly using your spells. So you would want, for example, faster attack speed or increased mana regeneration or something like that. And here we have the second to last graveyard waypoint. Then it's just the Cavern of Woe. In this area is a quest. I will show you guys the quest and the ship and everything that is involved. But again, I show this in a co-op replay with a witch and a ranger in this area, and it was quite entertaining, I have to say. So guys, I'm going to talk to Nessa here, and she's going to give us the final quest, or the final what we need to do to finish Act 1. So when we finish all the acts, and I have to state that there's some acts still to be implemented into the game, but the acts that are available is Act 1 and Act 2, and when I finish Act 2 I will be able to get to a difficulty level of Cruel, and all the levels and everything will be Cruel instead of normal, etc. So here we see that Nessa is talking about Mervel domain, poor souls and such, and here we get the quest, kill Mervel. This is the final boss in and actually not so it's pretty similar to the Diablo 2 final boss in Act 2, so that would be quite interesting. I already tried to deal with her with my duelist, and you can just check my duelist video to see how that went down. And there's no more information, I think. Let's just assign these points here. God damn it. Here we are. Let's see what happens. Here we have increased cold damage. I have here cold resistance. I have 3 points to spend. 7% increased mana. Some buffs. And here we have life and strength. And actually, as you can see, I took the left route here and the intelligence. And if I go more to the left and then to the south, I will come across the strength tree as well, and here we have some increased block chance and such. And if we go further south, there will be increased melee damage, plus life, plus life, plus life. And I actually think that this is something I need to do. I need to get some extra life. So we just need to decide if I'm going to use a two-handed or a one-handed, and I think for this purpose we're going to stick with one-handed. Here we have some death by sword, so we can just decide which weapon of is our what weapon of choice we want to use. But an increased fire damage here, and here we have 10% increased cold damage on weapons, so I think we need to put just more life, increased melee physical damage. Maybe I should have gone down this road here. Yeah, one-handed melee weapons. One-handed melee weapons. We don't want to go to the two-handed weapons, but it doesn't seem to change a lot, because here we have increased stun duration, plus life, and increased stun duration. Here we have just increased damage, life, and increased damage. And here we go, increased damage, and we can actually just go straight down this road and straight here. So we have a little bit of increased damage, but we can go down this road here and get some increased life. That seems to be quite a good decision. I need some defense, it seems, so I think this might be a decent route to go. So I have 3 points, and I even want this as well. I want as much life as I can muster. So if I pick this, I have more life. That seems good. And I want this. I want the increased cold damage as well. So at least now I have more life than my zombies. They have 244, I have 260. That seems a solid idea and solid decision there. And let's continue.